What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers, and you got me on a retreat, guys. We are, of course, back playing our Anatomist run, where we left off a couple days ago. We got into a battle with a plethora of Webnecks for not really that substantial an amount of money. The thing about Webnecks, guys, is you start fighting 24 of them, or whatever the crazy number was, and then they spawn like another 16. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about this fight as we run away. Yeah, they started off with 21. Let's run away. We are going to get rid of this contract. We can't take it. I tried the fight maybe 4 or 5 times, probably about 5 times or so. It's not really doable without an excessive number of tries. I beat the fight twice, but this is the problem. I beat the fight, and then what would happen is Grump, or I think it was Shay would get poisoned. When you kill the Webnecks, you start killing a ton of them. They have eggs all over the map, and they're constantly spitting out spiders. I want to say they each spit out 3, 1 each turn, something like that, guys. Don't quote me entirely on that. It's been a little while since I kind of committed all that stuff to memory. But so they keep spawning, they keep spawning. I killed like 30 of them. There were like 10 of them left. They started running away, but the problem is that my brothers were poisoned. So Shay, Grump, on both of my winning attempts, Shay, and Grump both died. Weirdly, that they were the ones that both died. Not so much for Grump. Grump actually survived again with another injury, and I was so tempted to keep that result just because the idea of him having a million injuries is so funny to me. But Shay died. So the poison persists. It's not like bleeding where eventually it ends. Poison persists, damages you each turn, and we have no antidote with which to cure it. So when we routed the spiders, they started to run away, and it takes them like 3 turns to leave the map. And by the time they left the map, my brothers were just dying from the poison. It was miserable, and I couldn't retreat. I was like all webbed up. It was bad. So we're just gonna leave this place alone. Eisenstein is currently cursed, and as we finish this, we get yet another ambition. So what do we want to do? Seek fame and fortune. 5 fights in the arena. I'd love to go back to the arena, but they want me to kill swordmasters. So that's probably not what we're going to do. Equip at least 3 pieces of body armor and 3 helmets, each with durability 230 or more. This is something we're going to want to do eventually, though we're not quite there yet. Although, we're currently sitting on 10 grand, which is a huge amount of money. Your task, enter each village, city, fortification. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to do this one. We don't currently know the location of everywhere in the world. There's still some settlements left to visit. That many? I guess I'm missing an entire... Oh my god, I didn't think it was this many. Oh no. Well, the more fool me, I guess. Oh my gosh, where are we? We're down here. So to explore, I need to go probably all the way over here. We're missing an... This is nice. I don't think this used to tell you where everyone was. But look at all the towns. I would have guessed we had like 5 left. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I count that right? 9. 9. Jesus. Okay. Well, we found all the southern city-states. We can rule that out. We probably want to head more towards this here. Clear that out. There's probably some stuff in the north. What we can do is follow roads. Like this road here. Definitely follow this road. We'll find them. We'll find them. It's just, I was hoping to get an ambition that we could do a little quicker than that. But if we prioritize it, I think we can get it done. What we're going to do right now, however, is go to Wolfenfest and hope that there are some contracts here for us. Once again, money's in great shape. We've got provisions as much as we can handle. Our brothers are going to be healing up. Grump is in a little bit of a tough spot, but he'll survive. We've got great potions that we have yet to distribute. No contracts for me. Maybe we were here toward the end of the last episode and I just didn't remember. We've got a sellsword here with a couple levels in Espen. He comes with a warhammer. That's pretty dope. Very expensive though. We're paying a lot for that warhammer. Check the marketplace. We'll check everything. while we're here. That's a good price. I'll sell that. Shield reads 19. That's a good price. Could use a little bit more food. And now sitting at 11.4. Let me see. Check the armory. Oh, that's right. They have a warehouse that is burned down. So their goods are going to be a little bit less than normal. But I was really hoping for a contract. So with this place kind of a bust, I don't anticipate there being anything here other than locations. No cities, that is. But we did pick up the Cartographer. So we get paid every time we discover a location. And if we were lucky enough to discover another legendary location, like the golden statue, or the ancient statue, which is also golden, that we discovered last time, we'll get paid for that. So it's wonderful because we're now getting paid to explore, in a way. So there we go. Boom. We got paid for that. I don't know what we got paid. I think maybe our daily wage popped and then, because it hit midday, and then we got paid. But this is a good, easy fight for us. A nice little warm-up fight to start the day. But man, I really wish I could have got you guys that Webneck victory. I was about to bring you in when stuff started to go horribly wrong. The common denominator in all of my nearly successful attempts was that on the opening salvos of attacks with the Webnecks, my guns did a lot of work. Lucian basically landed every single shot. And Aracel landed some hits as well. That was kind of the common denominators of our success. Just really successful hits. Beautiful. Get the Berserk reset. Just try to get this thug. Nice. Nice. And unfortunately, Alexander's a pretty terrible archer. I'm going to jump in here. Jump in here. Oh, the slinger wants some. Okay. Unexpected. I wonder if there's a way to get rid of being dastardly. Probably not. And with that, this fight is over. But we've seen ourselves get really amazing loot from miserable small locations like this. We didn't really get it this time, but I mean, we more than paid for our stuff. We overused ammunition, perhaps. But this pays for it. I didn't see. Did we get a level? No, no levels. A couple little minor injuries. We can afford to heal up. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So, another location we got paid for. That was a couple 100 crowns, by the way. Ooh, what do we have here? Seemingly out of nowhere, which you imagine is just how he prefers to behave, Wilhelm Throatslash casually mentions that there's a body buried out here. You know he's a killer on the run, but you do the honor of inquiring how he might know that. He flatly states, because I killed him and hid the corpse out this way. You know it was a good kill, I mean that, because this individual was pained by diseases. Ugh. The very word diseases elicits a turn of heads from the anatomist, as though they were hawks who just seen the scampering mouse. This is interesting, because what this tells me is that this particular event works between anatomists and killers on the run specifically, and it's a positive event. So they found a way, the developers or what have you, the writers, to make this background, which maybe you might not really want most of the time, potentially a positive. I love it. The very word diseases elicits a turn of heads from the anatomist, as though they were hawks who just seen a scampering mouse. Soon enough, and much to your chagrin, the medical troupe is digging up a corpse. There's much discussion over what blights the body might have carried. It is beyond you, but the group agrees that learning of it will make great advances in whatever it is they're studying. After their discussions are over, Wilhelm sidles up to you with a smirk. He says that he killed that person because he enjoyed it, and it was nice seeing the body again. Ah, what a creep. It's just a shame those eggheads manhandled it like they did. It deserved more care, more time. Ugh. You, that's so gross. You ease away from the man and get this bizarre company of men back on the road. So all of our anatomists, of which we have several, they all get experience and become euphoric, which they're not normally. And then Wilhelm gets bonus resolve. The lot I cast my dice with. So Wilhelm, doesn't he have really poor resolve? It's not so bad. But we've given him a trophy, as my voice cracks, apologies. And I think we've pumped his resolve quite a bit. But nice to see the rest of our bros get some experience. Yeah, that's awesome. And we're going to go ahead and take this fight. The Temple of the Unspeakable. We can kill Wiedegangers easily. Jump up on the mountain there. Maybe we reveal another location. But this is kind of what our company needs. Just a handful of really simple, sort of easy battles. Getting a lot of experience. We're stacking a ton of cash. It may be a good time for us to upgrade our wagon for 5 grand. I want to say it gives us 22 extra spaces to carry stuff. It might be 15. It's something in that ballpark, guys. Nice, quality miss. Love those. I'm not going to want to throw too much here. We'll throw a good bit on our first turn, but after that, it's going to be pretty much all melee weapons here. Not to mention they're going to regenerate. Just want to soften them up a bit. Just like that. And I may want to bring Aracel here. I feel a bit exposed down here. And I think Lucian will function really well with his abilities like Thresh and stuff once he's leveled up a bit more. Alright, everybody chill. Chill, chill, chill. Step forward. Alexander, we're just going to switch to our pole maces. Guns, however, guns are going to be useful against the Horde. Can't hear the word Horde anymore. I used to think the first thing that comes to mind whenever I used to hear Horde was obviously Warcraft. Just hear like for the Horde. Good old Warcraft 3 days. Now it's the M. Night Shyamalan series with Split. I'm trying to remember the actor's name, but I cannot remember it. It's like a common theme now for my videos. I'm trying to remember actors' names and just can't remember. Damn. He plays Professor X in the newer X-Men movies. Nah. It's gone. I'm not going to remember it. But he does a really good job of playing one of the bad guys in that trilogy, the Unbreakable trilogy. That trilogy probably has a name, and I don't know what it's called. But I love those movies. Unbreakable, Split, and the last one was Glass. I heard... If you guys have never seen this whole conversation means nothing to you, and I apologize. But, man, I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I know a lot of people kind of hated on it. We're going to shield wall here with Grump. This Wiedeganger is quite dangerous. Even shield walling with Rashid wouldn't be a bad idea. And Grump has less than his normal amount of HP. High potential there for him to get wrecked. But yeah, a lot of people I know hated on that movie, Glass, the last in the trilogy, but I was like, but wait, did you not see Unbreakable? Did you... I mean, like, they hadn't seen the first 2 movies, but they were hating on the third one. Anyway, I loved it. And I was heartbroken when I read a news story that said M. Night Shyamalan has, like, no interest in following up the trilogy with more. Even though the movie ends... The third movie, that is, ends with kind of like a world-developing cliffhanger. I was disappointed. My inner nerd was very sad. Because they're awesome. Damn, I almost remembered his name. I could Google it. I could Google it while I'm playing, but I'm not going to do that. Trying to remember actors' names is not important. I will stress that. However, it is good to have a functioning memory, and I try to make sure I have that. We're going to try to advance with some of our brothers where it makes sense to get onto the Necromancer. I take it almost like just a fun little like mental challenge in my day to try to remember things I know I can't remember well. Yeah, knock him right back down. The two strongest Wiedergangers are back here protecting. Would like to get that helmet. Leonard, let's go ahead and... There we go, we finally landed decapitation. And we're scaring them a bit here, which is good for us as well. But remember, if we scare them... I'm not willing to let Grump jump in, by the way. If we scare the Necromancer too much... and he runs, his bodyguards will advance. And they may catch us out of position if that happens. But they won't do it as long as he's not broken. Man, this is a lot of resurrections. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's not let the ones who's possessed hit us. I'm moving forward here. I'm expecting some rotations. A decapitation would be great. No more coming back for you. And we hit him in the head, of course. Never gonna get the helmet now. That's alright. I'm gonna step in there. Let's see how he moves. Yeah. Keep him separated. Hey. Had to do it. If you're under 18, you won't be doing any tie-on. I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. I have like one thing that I really have to get done today, and I'm pretty stressed about it. I'm trying to get my kids' passports done for a big family trip that was planned like almost 2 years ago now to Italy, like where some of my, I'm going to say my ancestors, I guess. Some of my ancestors are from. And it was going to be like a huge family trip. My grandma, my last remaining grandparent, she and, you know, a lot of my aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff, like it's going to be a big trip. We're all trying to go, renting out this beautiful villa. You know, it's one of those things we could never afford unless like 30 people get involved. But because of the pandemic, we had to, of course, put that on hold. And then Italy was one of those places that was really heavily hit. They have a really aging population. People live in like big households together. A lot of reasons why. But the trip was canceled. And apparently the trip is back on, but nobody really told me. So I didn't have my kids' passports. I have mine. But now I've got to get them theirs. I am divorced, which is something I don't talk about a ton, but I am divorced. So, like, the way the law is, like, and it makes sense, you can't just, one parent in a, like, split custody situation can't just get kids' passports. Because who knows, maybe they're trying to abscond with the kids or something like that. So I've got to go with my ex, and we've got to sit down together, maybe tomorrow, and get it done. And it's a little stressful. Because it used to be kind of easy to get a passport, and it's not that easy anymore. A lot of the places that you used to be able to go to get it done, they don't offer it anymore. I think for like security reasons. I don't really quite understand it. But there's only one place really to go now in San Antonio, which is a massive city. And they're only open during like school hours, so I've got to take my kids during the school day. I got to take them out of school to do it. It's like a whole thing. So yeah, it's got me a little stressed. There's a lot of stressful components there. And it's really just to take a trip. I've talked before about like my medical issues. For me, traveling is very difficult. Long story short, I don't have a colon. So for me to travel is not easy at all. And then we're talking like a minimum like 15, 16 hour flight with 2 small kids. Very stressful. So I'm trying to do like a really stressful thing just so I can do another really stressful thing. And I just hope my kids are at that age. You know, like my daughter's about to turn 11 and my son's about to turn 9. So I'm just hoping they're at the age where they can appreciate and remember this kind of trip, because it's going to cost me a lot of money. I'm not rich. It's going to cost me a good bit of money to be a part of this trip. But it's one of those once-in-a-lifetime things. I've always wanted to see Rome. I was raised Catholic, so I've kind of always wanted to see the Vatican, even though I'm not a practicing Catholic. I just think it's a super awesome, interesting place full of like world history that I'd like to visit. I'd consider myself perhaps more of like a student of history than anything else. And I find it interesting. And I never got to take any international trips as a kid. I just got my first passport. I like to go somewhere too. But it's stressful. It's expensive. Here we go. And another location we get paid to find and take on. What's our inventory looking like as I'm kind of rambling? Oh no, we're good. We're good, we're good. We've got plenty of space. But if we wanted to upgrade the wagon, $5 grand here. It doesn't tell me exactly how much space. Our next locked seat unlocks at 2250. And we're currently at 1562. I think we lost some renown whenever we canceled that contract. I think pretty sure that's how that works. And fighting in the swamp is miserable. Especially because we don't really have range supremacy like I often normally do. And it just requires tons of movement. Fighting in the swamp is where having stuff like Pathfinder comes in handy. Yeah, and then the AI is just going to land ridiculous shots they have no business landing. With odds they shouldn't even have. But we're going to attempt to push in here. Take the real ground. If we can with our strongest bros. Everyone else just kind of move forward. But yeah, that's a little look into my life. I'll also say, though, my biggest problem right now is that I'm stressed about a potential trip to Italy. That's not that big of a problem. It's just all problems being relative and all that. But it's a big sacrifice for me in terms of time and finances and serious effort. And I just hope my kids appreciate it. Because I went to Disney World when I was a kid. It was one of the probably the biggest vacation my family ever took together. And I have really happy memories of it. I was like the perfect age. I don't remember how old I was. Maybe like 9, maybe 8. 8 sounds more correct. But my little brother's like a year and a half younger than me. And I'm pretty sure his memories are just like fuzzy. You know, we went on every ride. Went to Universal Studios. We did the Jaws, the King Kong, all the famous Splash Mountain, all the famous Disney stuff. We did like everything. And I have like at least a basic memory of all of it. But my little brother, I think, was just that little bit too young. And that sucks. And I hate for it to be that way with my kids. Beautiful double hit there from Erling. Wow, didn't expect a kill there. Some of our bros we're going to send straight up here to harass, and others we're going to send down a bit. That was a 68%er. We could have hit that. Nice, and we injured him. Hayen is in a little bit of trouble. If they get lucky, they have just enough range stuff. But this is kind of annoying. Let's just hope they're not gonna hyper-focus him. Nice! For whatever reason, they're going for Bluebell. Kind of a weird choice. They hit him, though. Yeah, getting rid of him is good. It'll help us focus on this raider here. But, I mean, this is 4 tough raiders. We're going to need to allocate a little bit more down here. Whew. Alright, that was a nice push to evade. And, you know, a guy with a shield trying to shield wall occasionally. Really perfect for our flail weaponry here, which ignores bonuses to shields. Jump in here. We don't have good targets. Nice. That was the hope. Get a little quality whiff there. Step in here. These two, probably we should just leave them alone to try and clean that up. Yeah, I didn't have much hope of hitting there. 2 guys shielded up. Nice. And with him running, we're just going to abandon. Get the decapitation. Hope to cause some serious fear. I guess we shoot. If we hit the thug, we feel like geniuses. If we don't, not so much. For the most part, we're fighting on equal footing. Alright, this is 245s. We'll take it. I tried for the stun. We didn't get it. And by equal footing, I mean, if you guys will see, there's debuffs for fighting in the water. To melee skill, melee defense, range defense. Sometimes fighting in the swamp is a massive advantage to you. Yeah, and Hayen needs to leave. I was about to say, if he doesn't just get killed right here by the AI just deciding randomly to focus me. It's a good move by the AI. Oh, well now we can't leave at all. Okay, well, we gotta stun this raider if we want to get some work done. But Hayen's in a lot of trouble. We step in, we can't move. It's a good hit. We need a stun here with Grump. And we needed really to not swing with Hayen, because now he can't step back. I'm gonna say a hit here would be beautiful. Step there. Swing and a whiff. Shateezy. Let's get this stun, homie. Nice. Beautiful. This guy is acting as a bit of cover for Hayen, so yeah. It's gonna be hard to get him out. Would have been great if we could have pressured these guys a little bit. We can't, though. We did what we could do. We landed the stun on the one guy who was going to threaten him the most. But if they just shoot him like they're going to, the odds of them getting lucky are pretty high. As the AI off does. Okay, they went for Grump, seemingly. Wow, for real? And even when we run, we're only getting like 2 spaces away, maybe. Damn, no good shots, huh? Alright, step forward. A little bit of overwhelm. Nice. Get out of here, nerd. I'll take that. Cause a little fear, a little shiver down the ranks. Missing with Lucian always is going to feel bad. Perfect. And that's all the ranged assets gone. And with that, we save Hayen, basically. Boom. Yeah, they don't have anything else. They have nothing else that can threaten them. This guy had throwing weapons. We're going to jump here to keep him from escaping. It's a little risky. I was about to say, please kill him. That would be great. I'd love to get the kite shield, too. Oh, that was dumb. I did not need to do that. I don't know why I thought he was running. The only guy we don't have pinned down is this marksman here. Ow. Hopefully that move does not come back to bite me. %er there. We'll step in here. Nice. Beautiful. Wonderful. Hayen gets his revenge, baby. We're a bit stuck up here, and this is not good either now. Lucian's missed way too many attacks in a row for how good of a brother he is. And we're never going to catch him. Would like to get this guy. We should not let him get away. Yeah, we're going to need help up here. He's not even breaking because he knows he's winning the fight. Thank goodness. We needed that hit to miss, and we also were happy that that other hit landed on the head. Did not mean to move that way, but say lovey. Nice. Okay. Now we've got a little help coming. To Lucian. That's more important than getting this one little dinky archer. Nice. And we get the stun. Beautiful. Are you serious? Who is that? That's Willibald? What are you doing, Willibald? Stun was pretty clutch. We're not going to bother moving everyone. We're going to pass with most people. Anyone who's not particularly close here is not going to bother moving. Damn. Yeah, I guess we're done. Without dogs, we're not going to be able to catch that guy. And the fight's over. It's over. Anything good from this? We got a level. Some amber. Plenty of food. Lots of crowns. A full stack of tools. Cool paint set. I mean, not much. The silver bowl, sure. A kite shield, sure. An extra dagger we probably could use on some bro. We've done a lot of fighting this episode already. I'm pretty happy about it. But it looks like all of our frontline bros have daggers. Guys, I just got a knock on the door. I'll be right back. Apologies. Just a package. Okay. I've had delivery dudes before put a box down like in front of me They put the box down and it fell off my porch into my flower bed. Then they just turned around and walked away with me just standing there. I was like, what are you doing, dude? So now, whenever I get a package, I just hurry up and I go get it. No point in leaving it out there. Grump the Sergeant has leveled up. You love to see it. Happy to take a 3 in melee skill. Quite nice. As a Sergeant character, you know what? He needs the HP. And because of his breaks, that's why we're not pumping all these defensive stats. But we do need to keep pumping his hit points. Which sucks, because I'd love to take some range defense here or some melee defense. But we're just going to pump his resolve one more time. But any defense that we pump is going to get mitigated by 40%, which is terrible. So we need to find alternative ways to increase his defense. Underdog is not bad. I don't know what kind of specialty we want to give him. Having like a mace bro or something like that. He's been wielding the heavy southern mace. He's got really high melee skill. That's great. That means he doesn't have to use a spear or sword for bonuses to hit. We have lots of options. But his range skill is so pitiful, we're not even considering him as a quick-handed throwing weapon, bro. So I'm kind of content. I could get Underdog here. I think Killing Frenzy is good on certain bros. Could be good on him. Recover. There's options here. I'm just going to pull the trigger on a Mace Mastery. Knockout, knockover, and strike down have a 100% chance to stun the target if not immune. And then it'll build up less fatigue for him, which is something that he needs. So we're just going to pull the trigger. I like to have a lot of different types of masters in my games. So don't be surprised if I have a flail master, a cleaver master, a spear master. I like it all. I want to be able to use lots of diverse weaponry, even when it's not always the thing that makes the most sense for us as a company. A lot of times it's better to have a lot of the same type of stuff, to have a really cohesive game plan, essentially. But that's a little boring. If I ever get like a rare mace, I want to have a dude who's just ready to use it. And yeah, Lucian here has got the super rare flail, and we're going to want to give him flail mastery. Pretty much, I think, on his next, as his next pickup. So where were we headed again? Was I going south to the lands of the south, or was I traveling along the road? You know, we should travel along this road here. It's kind of hard to see it as it winds through the forest and then through the swamps. Just a couple thralls in the forest. That's easy money. Easy money indeed. And they're probably not going to be a threat to Heian. They might take out some throwing weapons, though. They do be doing that sometimes. There we go, that felt pretty good. And there's no real reason to let these dudes take the high ground. In fact, there's no real reason to let them do anything. We can bully these dudes. I'm gonna shoot and try to hit the one guy. I think it's still worth. And then we'll step back here. Some lucky hits. And we just let them step into the concave. All the different concaves that we have, even if they take this high ground, which they will. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, if this was a chosen, we wouldn't let him take the hill. He's just a Conan the Barbarian reject. And we do not fear him. I went for the one intentionally that we have the least chance to hit. Instead of reloading here, we'll just go for that. Wilhelm, still not the best of archers at this point. I was going to say, Lucian needs to get that kill. Down you go. Well, I had wanted to switch my weapon, but it's not going to let me. But we're stealing these kills from right underneath one of those big companies. And we're probably not going to get much from this. Is there one dude left? Where is he? I just realized that. Where is the last guy? Is there a bush or something I didn't notice? We know he's just a thrall. Let's just wait. He's gonna run. And I don't even know where he is. It's over. Weird. I didn't even see him. But no, this ended up being more lucrative than I thought. Bone figurines and a bead necklace are a nice little payday. I've been meaning to do that. We got a little too much firepower in one place. And a little bit not enough in another, so let's correct that. So here, I want to go in a this'erly direction, but the road does not peel off that way. That makes me want to go north here. And try to discover my own path. I see the greenskins. I'm interested in following them. 7 orc young, we can brutalize these dudes. Some orc berserkers we can probably also kill if we're in good enough shape. And it's definitely more worth for us to attack... Damn, I was about to pull away. To attack the berserkers at a location and potentially get some more rare loot than it is for us to try to kill these young in open field. We'll wait here. Probably going to be some other non-shielded orc young that'll step forward. But maybe not. Okay, they're kind of hanging back a little bit. That's a nice hit, considering he's on the high ground. A little unfortunate that the one who's the most far forward is also armored. And it's nighttime, right? I think. No, it's not. It's not. Step up here. So they're going to get their charges off. I think Hayen's safe to be where he is. Let's see what they do. Shield walling is no guarantee of safety. Lucian being the one that gets stunned is pretty crappy. That's nice. Yeah, it's not bad. 28 to 22. Let's take the aim shot here. Where are you going? Here we just wait. Alright, we go for the threefer. Go for another threefer. Very good. He's falling apart, so we'll take that shot. See if we can just send him home. Nice. One less orc in the fight. Went for the stuns. Beautiful. And we're going to step in here. Big surrounds. And if I was about to say that was a series of dumb mistakes, but I realized too late that we basically were going to give high ground to this guy who was going to smack us with this pretty terrible weapon to get hit by. But we've kind of turned the tables on him now. Happy to get a stun there. Let's go for a stun on this dude. We didn't get it, but at least we got the hit. Yeah, he tried to push me off the high ground. Yeah, and now we just demolish him. Beautiful. Double overwhelm. I'm not mad at that. Berserk going to give us another shot. Wilhelm, you're not even going to bother shooting, homie. See if you can hit this dude, and we did. And because of his triple overwhelm / breaking, his chance to hit was pretty damn terrible. wait there, step in here. There's some textbook orc killing going on right now. Gonna make a little space. Oh, he's running. Okay. That's fine too. We've taken essentially no damage from this fight. But whether or not we're gonna get anything of great value is also remaining to be seen. And then we just pass. He's not going to come back in. And down you go. Now the real challenge is to go and do the same thing to a couple of berserkers. Happy to get some levels there. And yeah, just tools and junk to sell. A level on Lucian's Bane. Lucian Ravensbane. My brain just mixed them all together. Let's give him... It's either Flail Mastery or we go ahead and grab Underdog. And you know what? I'm going to grab Underdog. He's holding a flank down. And I think I'm going to value his defense right now over like his fatigue and stuff. I'll take that 4 in melee defense. That's pretty sweet. Not a lot of other great rolls. I'm going to take the 3 in hit points. Would love to get a good melee skill roll, man. And I'll take the 4 in resolve also. He does have rally. We want him to be good at it. But yeah, that's good. Reach advantage, Lone Wolf. These would be other good things to get. Indomitable would be good. Fearsome can be very good, as well as Killing Frenzy. It just depends on how you want to specialize. Erling here has leveled. Always happy to see my handguns become more powerful. 4 in fatigue, 4 in range skill. And then I'm going to take a 4 in range defense and not pump that again. Now, we grabbed Berserk here. We're not getting Battle Forged on him, though I don't mind having handgunners and crossbowmen be more heavily armored. You could go Nimble Dodge on them, but you see here's initiative already kind of meh. Sort of the same thing with Wilhelm. So having them be heavily armored with Battle Forged is not bad in my opinion. It's really my archers that I want to have high initiative with Nimble Dodge. So I'm pretty much considering pulling the trigger on Battle Forged, even though all we have on him right now is padded leather. We're going to fix that as soon as we can. And as he is mostly a ranged character, something like Backstab is not that relevant. We've already got his mastery. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Rotation, potentially. I do like having rotation on my backliners, especially if they're hybrid characters, as Erling is. And even more reason, if you have rotation, to give them something like Battle Forge. That way they can rotate out with a frontliner and still be relatively defensive. Fearsome is good. We've already got Overwhelm. But Fearsome is another dot that you can put on an enemy. So make them scatter and flee. Any attack that inflicts at least 1 point of damage to hit points triggers a morale check for the opponent with a penalty equal to 20% of your resolve. Minus 10. As opposed to with no penalty and only if at or above 50 points of damage. So against living enemies, this is like terrifying. And it's called Fearsome, so duh. But you can get some sick chain routes on handguns with this. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab Fearsome. I kind of talked myself into it. It's just fun. Aerosol here is going to get Berserk. Please give me some good rolls. I got some medium rolls. And I'm living with it. 3 in fatigue, 3 in melee skill. I'm going to take a 3 in range defense. Kind of a bummer there. Rashid here, we're going to give him Berserk. More sort of medium-ish rolls. I'll take the 4 in fatigue. That's a no-brainer to me. If we want him to join the ranks as a throwing bro, he's already got quick hands. So we're going to do that. We're going to pump up his range skill by 4. And I'm just going to take the 2 in melee skill. And then I know we have some more throwing axes in our inventory. Let's organize a little bit here. There they are. So, I mean, we could do this. And now that Grump is in a better shape, we can have him hold the flank. Anything else? Anything I'm missing? I don't think so. This helmet. Ah, this helmet is an upgrade for someone. These are 130s. I mean, it's probably about that time for Lucian to have a normal helmet. And I'm also considering, because Lucian only has our starting potion, the Apotheosis Potion, of giving him another one. I don't know if his hit points are good enough to justify having a regeneration. He might get there. He might be in the 80s or whatever. But we have brothers who are going to be in the 90s and 100. I mean, look at this. On Willowbold. Giving him regeneration plus Berserker Rage is such a sick combo. Of course, he's not going to use shield, so that doesn't make sense. But something like damage reflection on Lucian could be huge. So I've been kind of considering that. And you know what? If we're going to go fight Berserkers, let's repair this before we equip it. that makes a little bit of sense. And then we have some weapons in our inventory we could also afford to repair. Orc weapons you can afford to repair. And a kite shield here. Is there anyone we want to have a kite shield with? That looks kind of funny. The sort of European-esque shield. There we go. Something to that effect. That looks fine. Alright guys, time to get wrecked by Berserkers. Sadly, we're not going to get any potions from them, as we have already gotten them. But we do not want to fight them during the day. This is where we camp. Hopefully they don't come out and kill me. But we want the advantage of daytime for our ranged weapons. And it's open field, which can be good. Forest would be maybe better. But only 4 of them, we should be able to kill them quickly enough. Only one of them has any kind of armor to speak of, really. I don't think that's much. Damn, that looked like that was going to hit, huh? Already, Rashid paying dividends here with his ranged attacks. I'm going to throw them. 11 percenters, I'll still throw them. Okay. Took some of that armor off. Could really use some of these to hit. Want to soften these dudes up before melee combat begins. Otherwise, we're going to have a hard time. Sheet still has, or hand rather, still has a black eye. Nice to not get stunned there. That's pretty clutch. Oh no, he hit us in the head. Okay, they still got some of their stuns off. That was a big hit. Really want to help Lucian if I can, but I don't know if I can. Putting big damage on that guy is one of the best ways I can do it, I think. Okay, Wilhelm, let's switch. Good hit. That was great. Landing another hit. A stun would be enormous. We did not get it. And we broke him. That's the absolute best outcome. I don't know if you can stun Berserkers. We just tried. They might be immune to stun. Which kind of makes sense when you think about it. Okay, now we chill. I'm not jumping in on this dude. Some 30 percenters, double overwhelm. That's huge. No, I equipped the wrong weapon. Alright, we puncture. I was going to say, a hit there is amazing, and we got it. Totally unexpected. Went for the decapitation, didn't get it, but hell yeah. The only person who took any kind of damage at all was Lucian. And for our trouble, we really just got some furs. That was perhaps not worth it. But we discovered a location and got paid for it. And we're getting more renowned, slowly but surely. But we gotta get back to the main world here. We gotta be taking some contracts. This is all fine. Oh, more. We've seen this event already. Feel free to read it if you'd like. Our brothers just decided to fight. At least we're in the middle of nowhere and not about to take a fight. We just need a little bit of time to heal up. It's daytime. Let's get on this mountain. See what we can see. And we found the watermill. Oh no. We can kill 5 chosen, but we are damaged. It's not a fight that I want to take. Shayteezy here. Take a 3 in melee defense and a 4 in fatigue. I'm going to take the 2 in melee skill. He's got to have it. Now, what else to get for him? We don't really have a weapon for him yet. Which would make it an easy decision, because then we would just pull the trigger on a particular mastery. He doesn't have to use a mace. He could become something like a sword bro, could give him a sword now. He could become an axe bro, could give him some sort of hand axe or something like that. We've got other weapons that currently are like tier 2 equivalent. And his stats are good. So he doesn't need to be a sword bro. He doesn't need to be a spear bro. He could very easily be something else. I kind of like the idea of making him an axe bro. But the stuns have been serving us very well. The benefits of having axe mastery. More likely to split shields. I don't know if that's a good enough reason to switch at the moment. I'm tempted by a lot of stuff. Specifically stuff like Underdog, Rotation, even Killing Frenzy. Certain things I just think you can't go wrong with. But you know, the one reason why I almost always grab Rotation is the Kraken fight, which is almost impossible without it. You'll just lose half your company. And it's almost never bad. But it's way better when everyone has it. And we currently have almost no one with it, I don't think. Yeah. Damn, I'm going to grab Underdog. And for now, we're going to keep him using the mace. We're at an hour already today, but we have discovered the watermill, yet another legendary location, and we got paid for that. How much is it for a legendary location? Legendary locations pay double, so I think we got at least 800, and we're super far from civilization. This barbarian fight, though, this chosen fight, is something I think we're going to take in the next episode. And when we come back, guys, we will be playing as the anatomist once again. We're falling a little bit behind in terms of days, but our progress is starting to pick up. All this cash, we could blow through this in one town if we find the right brother we want to recruit, the right couple pieces of armor we want to acquire. So we're in a great spot, but it also could shift pretty quickly. And I'd love to take this chosen fight in the forest. I think that's maybe the perfect place to fight them, where we can bring them into concaves and corridors. And then we'll discover the watermill together. And that'll begin a long quest for us. One of the few quests in the game. And yeah, sick. And when we come back, we'll probably just explore more of the wilds in hopes of discovering the entire, like, half the world that we haven't seen yet. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett. Channel's Good Talk Gaming. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later, y'all.